Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're laser focused on something, well, fundamental for navigating the English speaking world, building your vocabulary.
Hmm.
You, our listener, you might find yourself reaching for subtitles, maybe looking up a phrase quickly, or, practicing new sentences in your head.
Right, happens all the time.
Our mission today, it's really to flip the script on how you see vocabulary learning. We want to show you it doesn't have to be this boring chore.
Exactly. Because actually, your everyday life, it's already a personal English classroom, just sort of waiting there.
Okay, I like that, a personal classroom.
Yeah. And what's really fascinating, I think, is just how much English there is out there. It's ubiquity.
Uh-huh.
Even if you're in a country where English isn't the main language, it kind of weaves its way into daily life.
Right.
Think about signs on the street, uh, menus, product labels in the supermarket,
Oh, yeah. Websites, music lyrics.
Instagram captions. It's everywhere.
It really is. Once you start looking, like you said, product labels,
Yeah.
even something super ordinary like a shampoo bottle.
Perfect example.
You might see phrases like moisturizes dry hair,
Targeting a specific need, yeah.
or for all hair types, something broader.
And even just the instructions, like rinse thoroughly. Simple words, but still an opportunity.
So thoroughly, that's more than just rinse, isn't it? There's a nuance there.
Exactly. That's the point. What does thoroughly really imply? Or the difference between, say, dry hair and damaged hair.
Okay. So the world is kind of feeding us these little lessons.
Constantly. So the next time you spot some English out there, don't just, glance past it. Try to actively engage.
Right. Like pause for a sec.
Yeah, pause. Maybe take a quick photo with your phone if you can.
I do that sometimes.
It helps. And this is important. Try saying the word or phrase out loud,
Even if you butcher the pronunciation.
especially then.
Yeah.
Give it a try, and then ask yourself, okay, what does that probably mean here? You can often figure it out from the context.
True. The situation helps.
And that's the beauty of this everyday classroom idea. You get the real-world context immediately. You're not just memorizing lists.
Okay, so eyes open, noticing the English everywhere. But how do we make sure these words actually stick? Because it's so easy for them to just vanish.
Right, the vanishing act.
Yeah.
Well, this is where having some kind of word journal comes in handy.
A journal sounds serious.
Ah, yeah. But don't let the word scare you.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be fancy. Seriously, it could just be a notebook,
Or a Google Doc.
a Google Doc, Notes app on your phone, whatever works. The format really doesn't matter as much as the intention behind it.
Okay. And the intention is
To catch these new words you find and then keep them.
catch and keep. I like that.
But here's the key part. Don't just write the word in the dictionary definition. That's not usually enough.
So we need to make the entries sticky. Is that the idea?
Exactly. Sticky, something that resonates with you. Make it personal.
Okay. How? Give me an example.
All right, let's say you find the word exhausted. First, write the word exhausted.
Got it.
Then jot down a simple meaning. Maybe very, very tired.
Okay. Yeah.
Then a basic example sentence, like, after the exam I was exhausted. Standard stuff.
Right. But that's not sticky yet.
Not yet. No, make it your exhaustion. Think about a time you felt like that. Maybe you write, I was so exhausted after that hike, I fell asleep with my face in my dinner.
Okay, I can picture that. Maybe add the spaghetti emoji.
Yes. Add the spaghetti emoji. That personal story, that image, maybe the emoji, that's what makes it sticky.
So you could add drawings too. Or maybe the word in your own language.
Absolutely. A quick sketch, the translation, if that helps connect it initially, even where you found the word, anything that makes it more yours.
It's about creating memories, not just a dictionary.
Precisely. Memory creation.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier making it fun, not like homework.
Yeah, absolutely. Because honestly, a lot of the things you probably already enjoy can be amazing vocabulary tools.
Oh,
Well, think about TV shows you binge watch, or movies, songs you have on repeat.
entertainment.
Exactly. These are just packed with real language.
So watching with English subtitles is a good start.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Even if you understand most of it. Reading along helps catch new words, see how they're spelled, how they fit in the sentence.
And then a pause.
Yes. Pause. When you hear something interesting or confusing, hit pause. Don't just let it fly by.
Take a second to think.
Yeah. Ask yourself, what does that probably mean? Or, what would someone say that? Or even, could I try saying that?
Like if a character says, I'm totally broke right now.
Right. You might guess from the context, but pausing helps you lock it in. Broke means no money. Maybe picture an empty wallet. Connect it.
Okay. And music, too.
Music is fantastic. A line like, I'm walking on sunshine,
Ah,
you feel the happiness, right?
yeah, totally.
So consciously link that phrase to feeling very happy. Maybe note it down with a little sun emoji in your journal. It reinforces the meaning and the feeling.
And what about things like YouTube or podcasts, TikTok?
Oh, gold mines. Seriously. You get natural, everyday English, slang, jokes, different accents, stuff you don't always get in textbooks.
So it's more real world.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And a great technique is to actually repeat sentences you hear.
Say them out loud.
Yeah. Try to copy the rhythm, the intonation. Pretend you're the actor or the vlogger.
Just a bit weird, maybe.
Might at first.
Yeah.
But it really helps get the sounds and patterns into your system. You're training your mouth and your ears.
Okay, so we're noticing words, journaling them, hearing them in shows.
Yeah.
But just knowing the meaning isn't the end goal, is it?
Not at all. Not even close, really. There's a sort of golden rule here.
Which is?
If you don't use it, you'll lose it. Simple as that.
Ah, the classic, use it or lose it.
It really holds true for vocabulary. It's like a muscle, Baba. Gotta exercise it.
So the challenge is to actually use these new words quickly.
Ideally, yes. Try to use a new word the same day you learn it.
How? Like force it into conversation.
Doesn't have to be forced. Try writing a couple of sentences with it,
Yeah.
just for yourself. Say it out loud a few times. Maybe text a friend using the word, if it fits naturally.
Post it online.
Sure, if that's your thing. Even talking to your pets works.
My cat is a very good listener. Doesn't interrupt much.
Exactly. They don't judge. Let's take an example word. Say, awkward.
Okay, awkward, meaning uncomfortable, weird.
Yeah, uncomfortable. Weird. You can almost picture that grimacing emoji, right?
Totally.
So try to consciously slip it into your thoughts or sentences that day.
Oh, that was an awkward silence in the meeting.
I felt awkward at that party where I didn't know anyone.
Perfect. Just saying it, writing it, maybe 3 to 5 times. It helps cement it, moves it from passive knowledge to active use.
So you're not just collecting words, you're owning them.
That's a great way to put it. You're owning them, making them part of your active language toolkit.
Right. Now let's talk about organization. Because
Yeah.
just having a long, random list of words in my journal feels kind of messy. It can be, yeah. And honestly, trying to memorize totally unrelated words like computer, happy, bicycle, philosophy, it's not very efficient for your brain.
Why not?
Because our brains love categories. They love connections. A random list doesn't give your brain any structure to work with.
Like trying to find something in a junk drawer versus a neatly organized toolbox.
Exactly. So the smarter approach is learning vocabulary by topic or theme.
Ah, grouping words together.
Precisely. Instead of random words, focus on a theme.
Yeah.
Like if you're learning about, say, going to the doctor.
You'd learn headache, fever, prescription.
Right. Words that naturally belong together in that context. Or emotions.
Yeah.
Excited, nervous, jealous.
Or travel, passport, luggage, delay, unfortunately.
Yes, delay often features. These words are linked by the situation, which helps your brain store and retrieve them.
So how can you practice this thematic learning?
Well, you could use mind maps. Start with the topic in the center and branch out with related words.
Visual, I like that.
Flashcards grouped by topic work well too. Or even just dedicating pages in your journal to specific themes.
Games.
Yeah, word games or quizzes focused on, say, food vocabulary or office vocabulary. Makes it more fun.
So the shift is from what's a new word to what's the story today or what's the topic?
Exactly. Think about the situation or theme first. It's a more creative way to build vocabulary, like using an artist's palette.
Yeah.
You're choosing related colors for your painting.
Connecting things. Okay, and that leads nicely into making it even more personal. Right. Connecting it directly to, well, my life.
Absolutely, because ultimately, the words that stick the best, the ones that become truly yours, are those connected to your actual experiences.
Makes sense. If I use it, I remember it.
And one incredibly powerful yet simple way to do this is to just narrate your day in English, in your head.
Narrate my day like I am now brushing my teeth.
Sort of. It
Mm.
doesn't have to be constant or even out loud, just little snippets. Okay, I drink an iced coffee.
My little brother screamed for an hour.
Yeah, or the bus was late again.
While I'm cooking, I'm slicing tomatoes. I'm boiling water.
Exactly. Or walking somewhere. I'm heading to the station, just checking my messages.
Yeah.
Little observations about what you're doing, seeing, feeling.
And you said a bonus tip is to do this even when you're not actively trying to learn. Just let your thoughts drift in English.
Yes, that's the really powerful part. It might feel a bit strange at first, maybe a little difficult,
I bet.
but if you keep doing it gradually, your brain starts to make this subtle shift. It starts, well, it starts thinking in English more naturally.
Wow. Thinking in English, that sounds like a major goal.
It's a huge milestone
Yeah.
because then you're not constantly translating back and forth in your head. You're processing the world directly through English.
You're not just learning English anymore.
You're living it.
Okay, powerful stuff. So final piece of the puzzle. We've learned, we've practiced, we've connected. What's left?
Review. This is so, so important for making sure the learning lasts.
Ah, yes. Can't forget to review.
Think of it like planting seeds. You put the new words in your journal, right?
Yeah.
But you need to keep watering them with review so they actually grow strong. Like a little seedling needing care. Maybe picture that seedling emoji.
Got it. Water the words. How often?
Make it a regular habit. Maybe once a week, flip back through your word journal.
Just read the entries.
Read them, yes. Say the words out loud again. Maybe challenge yourself. Can you use this word in a new sentence? A different story.
Okay, active review.
Very active. Another great way to review is to try teaching the words to someone else,
Explain it to a friend.
or family member, or even back to your cat. Explaining something in your own words forces you to understand it deeply. It really solidifies it.
Right. And one more thing.
Yes, celebrate your progress. Seriously, it's easy to focus on what you don't know yet.
True, language learning feels endless sometimes.
It's a journey, but stop and look back. Recognize how far you've come. Even learning, say, just 3 new words a day.
That adds up, doesn't it?
Do the math. That's over 1,000 words in a year.
Wow. Okay, over 1,000 words. That's huge.
It absolutely is. Give yourself credit for that. Maybe imagine the clapping hands emoji here.
Clapping hands received. Okay, so let's wrap this deep dive up. We covered a lot of ground.
We did. Let's quickly recap the main ideas.
Okay, first, just notice the English that's already around you. Everywhere.
Then catch and keep those words in some kind of word journal, but make it personal and sticky.
Use entertainment shows, music, YouTube as a fun learning source. Pause and engage.
Crucially, use the new words. Same day if possible. Use it or lose it. Speak them. Write them.
Group words by topic. Your brain likes categories, mind maps, themes.
Connect it all back to your life. Narrate your day, even just mentally. Start thinking in English.
And finally, review regularly and celebrate every single step forward. Water those seedlings.
Exactly. And the great thing is you can start doing any of these things today, right now.
It doesn't need to be some huge overhaul. Small steps.
Small, consistent steps.
Yeah.
And remember, this doesn't have to be boring memorization. It can actually be fun, personal,
Yeah.
exciting even.
Because every new word is like a little key, isn't it? Unlocking jokes, helping you tell your story.
Letting you connect with more people, understand different perspectives. It really opens up the world.
So the message is, go out there. Engage with English.
Live your English, one word at a time.
We are genuinely proud of you for sticking with this deep dive. Keep going with your learning. Keep growing.
Absolutely. And until next time, happy word hunting.